Hey guys, Paul here with Late Night Games. Today is Friday, and today I want to talk to you about zombies. Now, zombies are great, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love zombies. Personally, I find they're one of the great equalizers when it comes to mythological creatures. Anyone can become a zombie. There are several ways zombies can come to be. No one likes a zombie. You're not going to fall in love with a zombie unless, you know, it's that stupid fucking movie. But I digress. Zombies are something that has been in a lot of popular culture recently, and it's something I love. But I'm starting to feel like enough is enough, people. What sparked this conversation topic was yesterday I posted a video of a first impression of a game I played a while ago, one my brother bought for me, called Dead Horde. Now, Dead Horde is your standard top-down shooter where you're firing a machine gun at zombies and they die and all that is good and fine and dandy. But it made me realize just how often zombies are used in games today. I mean, you got the Left 4 Dead series, you got the Dead Rising series, you've got The Walking Dead, you've got various films such as 28 Days Later, 28 Weeks Later, and these are all great films. But once you've seen one of them, it starts getting to the point where there's an oversaturation of zombies in pop culture today. Which got me thinking, what else has been oversaturated in pop culture? Well, back in the 90s up until now, we were saturated with vampires. Do you remember how many vampire movies came out? You got the 30 Days of Night that came out. Buffy the Vampire Slayer was huge, as was Angel. Oh, thank you for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Thank you for Willow. Thank you very much for Willow, especially towards the end. I mean, when she went all dark and black-haired and evil witch after the death of, what was her girlfriend's name? Dawn? No, Dawn's Buffy's daughter. Anyway, Buffy's sister. Bleh. Anyways, as I was saying, the series was great, and I really enjoyed a lot of it. But there's only so much we can take before that's what everything is. And once something jumps on the vampire bandwagon, everyone jumped on it. Then suddenly vampires dropped off the radar for a while, which was great. I mean, it gave us a little bit of a break, and then the revival of the vampire franchise was Twilight. Really? Twilight is going to be the great comeback for vampires? Couldn't you have picked something better, like, I don't know, sodomy by a vampire? Would have been less painful in the end. But that seems to be happening again with zombies now, because everything's got zombies in it. Hell, look at the games I've been playing on my channel since the channel started. The first game I played, XCOM, Enemy Unknown. It's a game about aliens. It had zombies. They weren't traditional zombies by any stretch of the imagination, but they were still zombies. Dead Horde, which I just uploaded yesterday, contains zombies. Sniper Elite Nazi Zombie Army. That also was one that had a whole lot of zombies in it. Nazi zombies, to be specific. And that's another dead horse the gaming industry has been beating senselessly, especially in the first-person genre, is the Nazi horse. I mean, they're an enemy that everyone can agree is an enemy, right? No. But anyways, they've got them in almost every game. I mean, Call of Duty's got Nazi zombies and... As I said, though, in the beginning, I love zombies. I've done zombie walks. I have a magnet for the side of my car that's a zombie defense squad. People call me a zombie because of how often I've, been... well, look kind of dead due to, exhaustion. And zombies are just totally badass. I mean, they don't feel, they don't care, they can be rotting apart, their arm can fall off, and whatever, I'm just still gonna eat. They are the most primal of enemies because they are just pure enemy. There's nothing good about a zombie. So it makes it a really easy target in video games for, fighting against them. Either way, I still feel it's being totally overdone, and really, we need to take a step back and come up with a creative, original idea. I mean, that's a novel concept, a game that's something original, but it's not like zombies in gaming is new. I mean, Zombies Ate My Neighbors was one of my favorite Super Nintendo games, and one of the best games by LucasArts that wasn't a Star Wars related one. And of course, the Resident Evil series, especially back in the beginning when it first appeared on PlayStation, that first time you see the zombie, I mean, you walk in, it was pretty crappy graphics, but back then it just sunk you right into the story. You're walking through the mansion, you turn the corner, suddenly you see this guy hunched over, and he turns around and it just cuts that... It was awesome! I loved the use of zombies in that game, and I'm not saying I don't like the way games are using zombies nowadays. I just feel they should try something new for a change. Something fresh. Something not zombie. We could use some new enemies. I mean, the zombie craze is partly responsible for things such as the most recent zombie games coming out, that have been growing in popularity but really have been bombing, Dead Island. I mean, I play the first one. It's not a bad game, but something about it just feels off. It's like they had this great concept, this great new mechanic, and they had all the pieces in place, and they just failed in the execution. They had the recipe, but they put in too much cornstarch, and it just died. But I mean, what do you guys think about the whole zombies being used in video games? Is it something you're on board with? Is it something you're getting tired of? Is it something that you're tired of hearing people say they're tired of? Let me know in the comment section down below what your thoughts are, and we'll get a little conversation going. But really, aside from that, not much else is going on. No real big updates in gaming news, per se, so I didn't have anything to bring to you guys there. No upcoming conventions planned, and no big changes going on the channel. Just the Borderlands that we started up on Thursdays, which you guys saw last week, and I think I mentioned last week as well. So rather than just go on saying the things I don't have to talk to you guys about, I'm going to end the video here, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Take care, and we'll see you next time.